everyone, welcome back to another video, and today it's story time. Yay! Story time with me. Anyway, this is a book. I wrote it myself. Probably took me, I don't know, 3 days to make this book. Anyway, this is first part of it. You can read here. So yeah, it's story time. This book is about guns, war, and betrayal. And yeah, probably not for little kiddies. I don't know if that sounds wrong. Okay, so let's start, shall we? The Black Hole Bomb, Predator. Chapter 1, the beginning of the so-called end. Boom! Thousands of villages have been blown up. All that is left are the ashes of its core. The planet that held these villages no longer exists. Its place was in the middle of a battlefield. Many of the soldiers have died for this war that has lasted 3,067 years. This war has raged on, even though the reason why this war has started has faded away like the universe is now. The reason was once truth, filtered through many generations, now a myth. The people fought not for honor or the planet, country or continent. They fought because they were raised up to fight. The children learned how to hold a gun at the age of 4, shoot accurately at the age of 7, and fought on the war at the age of 15. Before the war started, the life expectancy was around 120 years old. This has depleted down to 23 years old. Minorities of the war was either forced to join with the major or was eradicated. There were only two sides remaining, the losing side, Allies, and the winning, Axis. Each one had a lot of money, but both banks were slowly depleting. They were so advanced that there were no use for any more research. Supply lanes, fighter jets, and spaceships. Each soldier was equipped with a GG, gravitational grenade, you should know what that is, that ripped the limbs apart if you were in their range. Auto lasers, that was like normal assault rifles, ARs, whatever you think. But they fire lasers, I thought that was pretty obvious. And they changed directions to face their enemy. Bright, heavy reflective armor, that was so heavy that only the main parts were reflective. Causing lasers to bounce off. Heat radars that make camouflage obsolete. That's why they use bright reflective armor. And many more deadly weapons. In the year 1983, one of the Axis traitors was shortly eliminated after sending information to the Allies. Information such as the BHN, also known as the BHB, the Black Hole Nuke, also known as the Black Hole Bomb. Information stated that the nuke goes off when it reaches 100 meters altitude after reaching 150 meters altitude. When it goes off, its effects are devastating. It sucks everything between 1,500 gigameter radius. That's probably 1,200 suns. That's pretty small universe. Radius 273 gigameters, more than the size of the universe. That's why they released their most prized soldier, Jack. Chapter 2. Secret Files in 1964. Patient 6024, otherwise known as Jack, result of a scientific experiment gone wrong. Effects unknown. 6th of December 1964. Age 0.253 years old. I did not do math, I just guessed that. Update. Effects. Significant increase in strength and resilience, though a slight decrease in speed. Well behaved but influenced by other patients. 12th of January 1965, age 0.396 years old. These files are supposed to be top secret, okay? I don't know why I'm sharing this. I'm gonna die now. In what's this? Probably 6,000 years time. Yeah. To increase in soldiers, people were genetically cloned at a very young age to make extra soldiers. Jack was one of the first people to be genetically cloned in the testing phase. There was a power outage during the cloning process, delaying the process, therefore making the unfinished body of Jack starting to become alive. While the power of his body adapted very quickly, the environment while the power was out, his body adapted very quickly to the environment, making it stronger. This person was kept secret to the whole universe so the enemy does not try to replicate him. He was under supervision when he was a child until adulthood. He lived quite a luxurious lifestyle compared to others, but still a hard one. I mean, seriously, you are a patient. It's still hard. Chapter 3, Training 734, Commander Test. Jack was placed in the Commander Test at the age of 12. It was hard to get to Commander. There were many ranks between them. The order goes Private, Private double I, Private triple I, Sergeant, Superior Sergeant, Commander Trial, Commander, General Trial, General, Advisor, Major, okay, that's enough majors. So as you can see, Commander is at the upper middle of the list. I mean, you'd be lucky if you even got to Sergeant, to be honest. I mean, how you get double I, 3 triple I's? Jack was going to become Commander. How do I know? Because I'm the narrator. Yes, me. Anyway, his goal was to eliminate the main target stealthily. Many containers, boxes, and ruins blocked his path. Then protected by guards. If he alerts any of them, he would fail his test. It's kind of like getting caught cheating. He ran to his first use of cover with an auto-silent charger. A pistol. Like the lasers face the direction of the energy, but unlike them, they take some time to charge up the laser. 2 guards blocked his path. He shot one of them. The other noticed and got his radio out. You know, like, of course you would. You get your radio out if your friend just dead in front of you. The knife, Jack stabbed him with his Chief Knife 3, a very original name. Thank you, me. A relic from the time of WW6, World War 6. Yes, I don't know why I said WW6. This knife was designed to eliminate the enemy through its neck. It stabbed through its neck. The middle of the blade opened up and 2 blades came out and split its neck open, making sure it was absolutely dead. You can never be too sure, can you? After Jack killed his opponent, he picked up the radio and said, "Hey, was it? Oh yeah, I just need to chat with you. I'm kind of bored. Yeah, are you all right, man? Thank you." That's what he said. Okay, he didn't say stuff like, can you go away, please? Thank you. He didn't say that. Okay, actually, he might have said that. You don't need to know. He picked up the radio and successfully called off the conversation. Next, he reached his next piece of cover behind a container. Yet 2 more guards patrolled the scene, and 1 more on top of the container. He climbed up the container and eliminated the one on top, shot one of the patrolling guards and threw his knife at the other. The defense was absolutely dead. That's what happens when you play Bloons Tower Defense. And all that was left was the main target, a super soldier with an auto laser. Many had failed trying to pass this part. Will Jack finish the job or end up being demoted? I mean, we already know he will pass because, like I told you, okay? Don't answer the question, okay? Don't DM me saying yes or something like that, okay? That was a rhetorical question, okay? A rhetorical question. Chapter 4, For the Future. In this part, the person allowed to do it loudly. Just go, pew, 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 you're dead. Because it was very hard. I mean, you're 12, okay? Jack stood on the container, still and quiet. His charger was ready. He aimed. His finger pulled the trigger. Time slowed down as it flew through the air. The laser came into contact with the target. It bounced off. Boing, boing, boing. The target was wearing hidden reflective armor. The target was alert. He scanned his surroundings, looking for who tried to kill him. Jack tried to keep hidden until the heat lowered. When he tried to went down on his tummy, but his footwork had failed him. While he was trying to lay down, his foot slipped, causing him to make a loud bang, because he's clumsy. Stupid Jack. The target ran behind the container opposite the one Jack was on. The jig was up. Jack jumped off and got his knife out. The target noticed this and fired in the direction of Jack. This was a skill only super soldiers could do, and there was a lot more to be considered a super soldier. You had to fire with instinct, like just close your eyes, you hear something, pew, 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 and you realised it was actually your mum bringing your breakfast to your bed. Without aiming or knowing who you are firing at, be significantly above average on agility, strength, be persistent and have good leadership. As we know, Jack does not fit the criteria as he has a slight decrease in speed. Actually, he was a slow coach. Jack managed to dodge all of the bullets and was now running towards his enemy. The super soldier had only charged up one laser because you charge up your laser too with an auto laser. It's like reloading basically. But with panic, he shot it at Jack. Jack was only 3 meters away, a very, very close distance. I mean, there's a flipping laser coming at you. But Jack got his charger out and shot the laser. The two met and then they vanished. Probably went off to heaven or something like that. His knife on the other hand, he charged at him. The target used his gun and went like, poof, and hit Jack in the stomach. Jack clutched his tummy, dropping his weapons and fell to the ground. The super soldier sneered at Jack. The people who were watching whispered to each other. Jack could hear the occasional sentence like, I thought he would have done it, and our expectations were too high. Maybe he is like the others. And Jack heard this and gave him hope. He wasn't going to listen to this trash. He wasn't going to do this to nothing. He was going to finish this. The soldier aimed his gun at his face and said, I'm going to empty my magazine on you because I charged up 30 of my lasers. And said, yeah. His finger moved. Jack rolled out the way and grabbed the gun and pointed it towards his target. He fell, and the lasers that he shot was now turning around and coming from behind Jack. Jack turned around and froze. The end. Actually, no, not the end, actually. Maybe it is the end. You will have to find out. Goodbye.